This video is to show you how to use Bitcoin to send to your SCF decentralized wallet and start quick pledging. So as we are here on the SCF tab, you see that we are under quick pledge, and you see here that you can use USDT BEP20. And if you click that drop down menu, you can also see that you can use ERC20, which I used in my other video, or you can use TRC20. And if you already have it, you can use FUSD main as well. Okay, you'll see that Bitcoin is not listed in this drop down menu. So no, you will not be sending Bitcoin directly to this wallet, but I'm going to show you how you can use Bitcoin to actually get funds to do the quick pledge. So if you go over to Exodus, again, I have Exodus, which is another decentralized wallet, and this is where I store my crypto. You see that I have Bitcoin here, and if I click on it, I have a value of about $213 and some change. So I actually can press the swap button here, and I can swap that to anything else. Okay, I have Bitcoin and I want whatever you're going to choose in here. You can click the drop down menu, and I'm going to choose USDT BEP20. If you scroll down here, this is what USDT BEP20 looks like. It is on the Binance chain, and it has this little symbol here. That looks kind of like a cube with a Y in it. So if I click, and I click the wrong one, you need to make sure you click the right one. If you click USDT BEP20, also known as Tether, you can select how much you want here. For curiosity's purposes, if you click minimum, you can see that the minimum amount of Bitcoin you need is $105 worth. Okay, but I'm going to select all because I want all my Bitcoin to go to USDT BEP20. And then at the bottom here, you can select swap now. It tells you that your swap is starting, and your BTC or Bitcoin is being converted to Tether USDT on the Binance chain that is also known as USDT BEP20. So you can click continue at the bottom. And if you go here to wallet, you can see now under my USDT tab, I now have more crypto. So if you click there and you click on this send icon here, it shows me that I have about $206 worth of USDT BEP20, and that has to do with when you're swapping, there are some conversion and transaction fees. So obviously the entire 212 or whatever it was does not go over. Okay, so now that we know what we have, and we see actually it still says that the swap is pending. While the swap is being completely finished and converted over to USDT BEP20, we are going to go back to the SCF app, and we are going to go to our wallet tab because we want to go over and grab the USDT BEP20 address. Whenever you're sending or receiving, you need to know the wallet address for the place that the crypto is going to. So the receiving address is what I'm going to show you how to collect. So right here, we have USDT BEP20. You can click on that, and there are two places you can grab this address from. This is the actual address here. So if you click this plus symbol, this plus box symbol here, you can copy the address and it'll show right here copied, or you can click receive and you can click this button here. And again, always make note of the first couple characters and the last couple characters. So I know that this ends in 66FC6. I'll click the copy address button and it shows you copied down here. So now I can go, and before I do that, just as you can see, there is a QR code on the screen. So if you have someone who is wanting to send you USDT BEP20, they can just scan your QR code from whatever app they're using that is able to send USDT BEP20, and that will go directly into your wallet. So I'm gonna hit the back button here and go over to Exodus and see if the swap is completed. Yes, it is, because that little notification just showed that I received. And it again confirms down here that this was swapped from BTC, Bitcoin, to USDT BEP20. So I want to now send this. I want to send it out of my wallet. So you click the send button and you click down here on the USDT BEP20 on the Binance network, also noted as the BSC chain, BSC network. It's usually notated in something that starts with a B, whether it says BNB, BSC, but it'll be on the smart chain and it's usually in yellow on most devices. So now that we're here, I want to send all of it, okay? And actually, before we do this, we're gonna press this back button, because if you're new to this, I wanna point this out. Whenever you're sending a token on a network, you always need to have that network's coin to pay for transaction fees. So since we're sending on the Binance chain, you need to have BNB. That is Binance's native coin. So I have way more than enough BNB here. It says I have about $16 worth. I'm probably only gonna need somewhere between $1 and $3 in order to pay for this transaction. It might even be much less, but I want to point this out because if your transaction is not going through, it could be that you don't have anything to pay for the fees. So now that I pointed this out, we're going to click back onto the USDT BEP20. We're going to click back onto the send button. We're going to click back onto the Binance Smart Chain. We're going to click all because we want to send it all. Now I just copied the address, so when you tap into the address box, it's automatically going to show up. And again, as I told you, always look at the first few and the last few characters, and I see 66FC6, and I see that the first couple of characters are correct. I'm happy with that, so I press the send button, and you will slide this button over to transfer. Now, if you don't have Exodus and you have your Bitcoin on some other exchange, the process is pretty much the same in terms of if you have Bitcoin and you want to send it to your SCF wallet, do not do that. Do not send Bitcoin to your SCF wallet. As of the date, September 2023, you don't want to do that. You need to convert it to something else first. So whether you do that in Exodus wallet, whether you do it in Trust wallet, whether you do it in any other type of exchange that you prefer, you need to swap it to something that can actually be used in the quick pledge. You cannot use Bitcoin in the quick pledge. So that's why I'm showing you that I converted my Bitcoin to USDT BEP20. And now if I click on my multi-window view and go back to the SCF wallet, you can see that already the funds are there. And I have 206.2 0.79, almost $206.80 worth. So if I click the back button now and go to my wallet here, scroll down, there it is again. It's saying I have $206.80. So now that I have this here, I want to again make sure that I have BNB. Why? Because like I said, anytime you're using USDT, whether it's BEP20, you're going to need BNB for the transaction fees. If it's USDT ERC20, you're going to need Ethereum for the transaction fees. If you're using USDT TRC20, you're going to need Tron for the fees. So as I told you, I'm using USDT BEP20, so I need BNB for the fees. One last thing you need for the transaction to do the quick pledge, you need to have SCF main. So we're all good here. We have the USDT BEP20, we have the BNB for the transaction fees, and we have the SCF main for the transaction fees. Now we can go over to the SCF tab at the bottom, and we're already on the quick pledge page, and USDT BEP20 is already highlighted. It's not showing my balance for whatever reason. So if that's happening to you, you can click the drop down menu and switch to another one and switch back. For whatever reason, sometimes it needs a refresh. And so I just refreshed it. And as you can see, my balance now shows up. That's a real quick troubleshoot that you can do. If you don't see your balance there, you can go to the drop down menu, click another one and click back, and then automatically you will see your balance show correctly in that spot. So what I'm gonna do is enter, I wanna add the full amount. So I'm gonna type in 206, and it rounded up to 80 cents, but I know that it's 7.9. And if you want to get every single penny, let me just show you. Let's go back to the wallet. The wallet says 799,015. 799,015. So you really can type all of that, okay? Well, it doesn't go all the way. So we're good. As if you've seen my videos before, I like to get the biggest bang for my buck. And in order to do that, I'm choosing to earn in SCF, which allows me to earn 1.4% daily if I choose to stake for 30 days. You don't have to do that. There's so many other options in here. If you want to stake for a lesser amount of days, you're going to get a lower daily return. Again, I want the biggest bang for my buck, so I'm choosing to earn in SCF instead of FUSD, which is SCF's stable coin, which is around dollar for dollar, give or take a few pennies. But again, I want the biggest bang for my buck, so I'm clicking 30 days. I click quick pledge. You can review the terms here. Everything is laid out to you. It's letting you know the number of days, the daily rate of return, how much SCF you're going to receive each day, when the period of staking is going to be up, which is 30 days from right now, and how much you will receive overall over the 30 days. So if you're happy with that, you can click confirm, and I'm going to keep it on auto reinvest, and we're good to go. Clicking confirm, you would then type in your password, then click OK. Everything's good to go. And then you'll see down here that your pledge is processing. If you go down to the profit tab, you can see, if you scroll a little bit down here, you can see that both on your liquidity pledge and on your personal liquidity, the number is whatever it is at the time that you are doing this while the pledge is processing. And if you go back to the SCF quick pledge and refresh, it's still processing. So I'm going to pause And I'll come back when it says pledged, just like the one below it in red, and show you then what the profit page will say when it's updated. So now it says that it's pledged, it's done processing. You can click on this again, it'll show you all of the terms. And when you click this income details, 24 hours from now, that's when you will receive your first reward in SCF. And every day from that point, from this point, 24 hours later, like clockwork, it will show up in your wallet. Well, actually, I'll show you where it shows up. If you go to the profit tab, and as I was pointing out earlier, this number has increased now that the pledge is completed. If you click here where it says total staking rewards, that is where you'll see every day your pledge income shows up here, here, and here. And you can scroll down and it can look every pledge reward you've ever received. But tomorrow, 24 hours from now, the SCF staking rewards from what I just pledged right now in this video will show up in this area, and then what is able to be extracted will show up here. And then you can click here and actually withdraw that. Every single day you can withdraw that, okay? And it'll show you the fee, and you can just click confirm, type in your password, and that goes into your wallet. I don't know why I keep pressing the pause button instead of the annotation draw symbol, but you can do this every day. Obviously, the more you stake, the more you earn, okay? So obviously, if you stake $100, you're going to be getting $1.40 worth of SCF every day. If they stake $1,000, you're going to be getting 10 times more. $10,000, you know, it goes on and on and on. So obviously, you would be earning more if you stake more. But you can start with whatever you have, and you can start earning daily rewards that can be withdrawn every single day, and you can either restake those rewards and compound your earnings, or you can withdraw them, do whatever you want with it, buy stuff, or you know, do other investments. However you choose, it's up to you. So I hope you've learned in this video how you can use Bitcoin in order to get into the staking. But again, you have to convert it first. You cannot use Bitcoin directly, but if Bitcoin is all you have, you can convert it and you can start staking and earning immediately.